Ladies and gents, listen up, because 2025, this year, is on track, in my opinion, to be an exceptional year for crypto, and most people are just not ready for what's going to come. I'm going to talk about why I think this is happening, looking at all the charts backing this up. But first, right here, a lot of you guys already know this, but many of you don't. I was buying Bitcoin at $77 way back in 2013. So I have been here a while. I have been through many different cycles. These 4-year cycles we're on, where 2025 would obviously be a historically good year, the year after the Bitcoin halving. So I'm going to share what coins I am buying and also what sectors I am looking to buy and how to find good coins to buy. Nothing I share in this video is financial advice though. This is just me sharing my own personal thoughts. So the first chart I want to talk about here shows what Bitcoin has done since the very, very bottom of the bear market back in November of 2022. And this is compared to the previous 2 halving cycles. So we can see right here, we are the magenta line. We are up around 6.2x or so since the bottom of the market. And we can see that cycle 3 in green that ended in 2017 did a 110x for Bitcoin, and the cycle that ended in 2021 did a 20x for Bitcoin. And right now we are at around a 6x. So from this chart alone, it shows that historically, we could easily do another 2 to 3x for the price of Bitcoin. But even if it is diminishing returns, Bitcoin could still breach easily $200,000. And if you're thinking, how does this affect my altcoins? Well, right here, Ethereum in 2021 did at its peak around a 6x for the year. In 2017, XRP did a 361x for the year. And in 2021, Solana at its peak did over a 143x in that year. So what I'm trying to say is that Bitcoin is on track, in my opinion, to repeat what it did in 2021. And then what Bitcoin does historically, altcoins follow. Now, the market has recovered very, very well over the last couple days or so. Bitcoin, as of me recording this, is around $98,000. And some coins are hitting new all-time highs like SUI, which recently, I think a few hours ago, as of me recording this, hit a new all-time high. So as the price of Bitcoin recovers, like we just saw, we usually see larger cap altcoins like big layer ones, older coins recover sooner, and then we see smaller and smaller coins then recover. And a lot of people are wondering, is the market overheated right now? Well, I'm looking at a lot of different metrics, and a lot of those I talk about in my videos, so make sure to subscribe if you have not already. But this chart from Into the Cryptoverse, link below if you'd like to get a 10% discount on these charts. It shows Bitcoin's risk is still under a 0.6, which is relatively very not risky. Taking a look at altcoins right here, similarly, altcoins are not at a historically risky level. We can see here the risk metric for altcoins back in 2021 breached well over a 0.8 and even over a 0.9. Taking a look at 2017, we saw the same thing. It went very, very high. The risk metrics are still looking pretty good. Now, could we still see a drawdown? Absolutely. So I'm actually expecting some drawdowns right here, early 2021 for Bitcoin. We saw a drawdown in January of around 29% or so. We then saw another drawdown in February for Bitcoin of around 22%. Then in March of 21, we saw a 17 or so percent drawdown. And then April of 2021, Bitcoin saw another 25% drawdown. So it would be historically accurate for this month, January 2025, for us to see a 20% drawdown in Bitcoin. Now, we already saw a pretty big drawdown last month in December, where it went from like 108,000 down to like 92, but we could still see another one. And if so, I just want you to be prepared mentally and emotionally that that can happen, and it does not mean the bull market is over. So what I want to talk about in this video are some AI coins that I think are going to do very, very well, or at least ones that I hope do very well. So right here, we can see Nvidia obviously driving the whole AI surge. They are having their massive conference in March of this year in what looks like to be Northern California, San Jose. So Nvidia, AMD, and others, they are leading this whole AI craze, and I just don't see it getting smaller, and I think that AI coins and crypto are going to be doing really, really well. We can see here that AI coins are up 18% or so over the last week. So there are some really large AI coins that, again, are doing really, really well, and I think it's just going to continue if this bull market continues like I think it will. So the first coin I want to talk about is right here. It is Repy, and the ticker is RAI. It's seen a pretty huge surge in price over the last few days, but it's still a low market cap coin. So when you're looking at lower market cap coins, this is ranked 511 with a market cap of just $131 million. It can go up really fast or down really fast. So everything I'm saying, obviously do your own research. So what Repy does is they help scale Web3 projects with AI. And taking a look at their website really quick, the AI ecosystem built for blockchains. So in their site, it says the future of blockchain development with AI-powered smart contract generation. And they are really, again, pioneering and doing a lot with AI right now. When you click pricing, they are already allowing you to use their services or people that want to use their system for their developmental needs, especially for growing their projects, by using their tokens. So I like seeing already the fact that you can use their tokens to actually use their project. There's some real world value happening right here. And here they even compare Repy versus ChatGPT Plus, Anthropic, Gemini, Cursor, Continue, and they show the pros and cons of each. So I like that they have it all built out. I like that there's a lot of data behind this. And taking a look at the chart for Repy, we definitely saw a huge surge over the last couple days. So I'm not necessarily telling you to buy a coin. I'm telling you what I'm looking at, and this thing could keep running, or we could see a pullback, because this is a pretty huge move it recently made. January 3rd to now, it's up 183%. So, I mean, do what you want with that. I can see a really good level right here if you are looking to take a position at this level, but there's obviously no guarantees anything will come down. But usually chasing green candles is not the best idea. And right here looks like another level of resistance at around $8 or so. So that is what I'm looking at here. Two other coins that I've talked about in the past that I think are going to do well, again, if this bull market continues. No guarantees with anything in life other than death and taxes, unless Donald Trump changes that. Nonetheless, we have humans.ai. So humans.ai are all about AI agents. And this may be kind of creepy to you. You may not really like AI agents, and I totally get that. But if we're looking to make money, or if I'm looking to make money, I want to know where the trends are. I want to know where the attention is going, and AI agents are huge. And when taking a look at the chart for humans, there is a big level of resistance right around here or so at around the 0.034 price. So if you wanted to pick up some, this is where I would personally look. Going back a little farther, we can see some lower levels as well. So this would be around a 2.4 cent price. So a couple levels here. But again, no idea if it will pull back, but this is just what I'm looking at here. So the next one that I've talked about in previous videos is Sensei, and this one is personalized AI agents. Now again, this is a little bit new agey, or not new agey, it's a little bit dystopian, at least some people think so. AI agents, again, this is something where I just see the market getting bigger and bigger here. And in previous videos, I talked about this level that I would be buying some, and it did drop into that level. And now, obviously, the price has gone up. And if you've been following me, then you probably picked up some around here, and it's gone up around 61% since I talked about that last. So if we see another pullback, this is still the area that I would look to pick some of this up at around 0.005 or so. So the next coin that I'm looking at is MicroGPT. So this also saw a recent massive surge. So they call themselves the Grammarly for code. saving time with a new AI agent. So this is in the similar sector as everything else that I've talked about, AI agents. So they're helping Web3 developers, help them save time, prevent crashes, etc. So how does MicroGPT stand out among all the other AI coding tools? Because there are a lot. So they say that the AI-driven developer tools is projected to hit $12.6 billion by 2028, and MicroGPT, this project, is carving out its own space in this industry, and here's a chart showing that. And MicroGPT is already profitable. They're bringing in $500,000 of revenue each year. And it's not the biggest company, which you can see here. It has a pretty small market cap, fully diluted market cap, $40 million. So this means that there could be, and there probably will be, a lot of volatility because it's just a really, really small coin. So MicroGPT is kind of like the ChatGPT of coding and developing. They help developers analyze and optimize the code that they're writing in real time. And taking a look at the products that they have, it seems to me like they're already doing quite a lot here. So this is the chart for MicroGPT, and you can see that, they recently had a really huge run up as the price of Bitcoin began to recover, and that's something that I look at. How is it doing when the price of Bitcoin recovers? And since the end of December, it's up a lot. It's up 722% or so. So if I was looking to take a position, I would probably be looking at around this range or so. Right around here is where I would be looking to get a position at around 3 cents or so. But this thing is definitely running really, really hot right now. I never suggest buying just like endless green candles. Usually you want to wait for a pullback. Nonetheless, this is what I'm looking at. If we see a larger pullback for Bitcoin, like I think could happen, like I talked about earlier in the video, Bitcoin often has a pretty large pullback in January of the post-halving year, which would be this year. I could see this coin pull back quite a bit possibly. So again, it's never a great idea to be chasing things. You just want to know what you want and what price you want to buy it at. And if you still want exposure to AI, but maybe those coins are just too small and too volatile or whatever, there are some other ones that are a lot bigger. I mean, this is Artificial Superintelligence Alliance, FET, with a much, much larger market cap at around $3.8 billion. Here we have Render, which is also a really large coin at a $4.1 billion market cap. And also, if you wanted Tau BitSensor, $4.5 billion market cap as well. So when it comes to crafting your portfolio, I mean, that's totally up to you, and nothing I'm saying should be construed as financial advice, of course. But smaller cap coins can move a lot higher and faster than larger market cap coins just because they are smaller coins, and a less amount of money can move it much higher in percentage. So that's something to consider when you're thinking about what you want to buy, your risk tolerance, and do you believe in the projects that you're holding. And if you want more access to what I'm buying in real time and me giving calls a lot quicker than I can make a full YouTube video, I am posting a lot in my private Discord community, which you can also access through Patreon. And if you wanted to pick up some of these coins I'm talking about, you can head on over to BTCC, where they are giving a pretty large deposit bonus of 10%. So this is the promotion, 10% bonus on first-time deposits. You can use spot trading. You can also play with leverage if you'd like, and they don't require a VPN or a KYC for most of their trading. So guys, that is it for the video. I am really, really hoping for a great 2025. Things in my world, my charts, they're looking like it, but anything can happen. So just expect volatility, expect dips. And I've been in the space for like 12 years now, right? Since 2013. And the best thing to do is just to be prepared for any outcome, including 20 or 30% dips in Bitcoin, which could then lead to 30 or 40% dips in altcoins. So that can happen. I expect it. And I just really want you to be aware of that. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Till next time, guys, talk with you soon, and bye for now.